Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the one and only Free-Bar Show with your main man, JP motherfucking Fingers. Little flex, little haircut check, fade check. What up? Your main man here, JP motherfucking Fingers. Live Rebar Show, no co-host, just me. Deal with it. All right, let's give a big shout out right now. Sir Louis Cigars. Look at that dog. Boutique as fuck. Learn to swing your big dick around if you don't already do. Humus Smart. Shout out to the 69 boys. They're calling me right now. Start 69. Take care of your cigars. Take care of your fucking life. What else? Look at this fucking hair back. Look at this fucking quad. I could run for president, but we have prime ministers. I'm in Canada. Bearded fucking buffalo oils. How are you not using bearded fucking buffalo oils? Hit them up. Hit them up. Hit up all these fucking fine companies. You hit them up. Support one another. Support each other. Use promo code REBAR at all these fine establishments. Save yourself some time. Save yourself some money. Ladies and gentlemen, JP Fingers. We know the guest that's on the show right now. This is what, third time?
At least.
Yeah, you're right. It could be,
it could be
4 or 5. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. This is Hunter, Sir Louis Cigars. If any of you have ever wanted, even Valentine's Day, buy yourself some stuff from Sir Louis Cigars so you can swing that big dick around. I mean, it's fucking Valentine's Day. You got to be kidding me if you don't want to swing it around your fucking big boutique dick.
That's right.
It's the best time to swing it around. Hunter, I'm going to ask you to give me a disclaimer.
Okay.
You have to.
You ready?
You start. Yeah, I'm ready. Go.
I'll do my best. I've watched enough of these shows of yours. So we're going to say some fucked up shit. We're going to offend some people, probably. No, most definitely. You cannot hold the sponsors or anybody else responsible except JP, motherfucking Fingers. He's the only one you can hold responsible.
What?
For any of the content. How did I do?
We did an episode a while back in the summer, and I'm just saying, listen, guys, legal advice, help. I don't know. You could be getting sued. You could want to sue somebody. You guys got to hit up at robertglick.com. That's my favorite Long Island lawyer. That's my favorite New York lawyer. That's the guy I use anytime I'm in trouble when I'm in the States. If it wasn't COVID locking me out, I'd be locking myself out of the United States right now. robertglick.com. Use promo code REBAR. Let them take care of you. And shout out to Arte Fumar, too. Shout out to Arte Fumar. But yeah, all right. Cheers. We, you know what? Let's get into things right now. Hunter, what are you smoking? What are you drinking?
That's a good question. So I am smoking something that nobody on planet Earth can have just yet. Maybe, depending on when this airs, these will have come and gone already. I expect these to sell out very fast.
So I'm going to say this is 2 to 3 weeks from airing.
Okay, so these will be gone, unfortunately. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Now I'm dropping it next week. Now I'm dropping it next week, though, just to build hype.
This is a store exclusive. It's actually our first store exclusive with Matt Booth. And we've got 3 or 4. I got 4 more in the hopper for 2022. This is something that I talked to Matt a long time ago about doing. It's called Louis Red Rocket. And this is actually a jumbo rocket. This is a sampler, an 8-pack. It's one of one. We're going to give this away on my personal Instagram account, which is sirlouiscigars.hunter. I'm going to try to build up that account. We need it as a backup account for the main account. Our business is no different than anybody else's. We get attacked, seems like daily, with hackers and people just trying to kind of silence the cigar community and kind of the way that we like to operate. So we got a lot of butthurt retailers that don't like that Louis had some success. So, this cigar, the regular production Red Rocket, will be dropped in probably the next 2 weeks or so. So you might, depending on when people are watching this, they might be able to find this. Very limited edition cigar, beautiful cigar. That's what I'm smoking right here. So
you know, I have, you know, the Sir Louis cigar bar here. I have,
Yep.
you know, the full bar, and literally right looking at me right now is Louis Vuitton. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Louis Vuitton, looking at me right now, and I can't think of this dog running around with a rocket.
Oh,
I
he's
mean,
got a huge rocket too. He's
no
hung
doubt,
like a horse. He
no
might
doubt.
be a French bulldog, but he's hung like a horse, JP.
Either way, even if he wasn't hung, he still probably has the biggest dick out of all things French.
He surely does. And he's swinging that boutique dick around every day.
I mean, dude, you know what? Stoked, you know, Sir Louis Cigars is fucking doing great. That's awesome.
We are,
I mean,
thankfully, to everybody and guys like you and your show and all of our friends in the cigar community. We're just getting started, man. But the growth is awesome. We just fucking have thousands and thousands of customers. We sell tens of thousands of cigars every month. It's obscene. Never had any plans of doing this business. It just kind of evolved, and
I'm just saying,
so many amazing things going on. I mean, the fact that I talked to Matt Booth on the regular, and he's become a friend of mine is just insane. And the fact that he's making cigars for my shop, it just doesn't even seem real, man. So, yeah.
Sir
Crazy.
Louis Cigars Speedo.
Yes.
And then on the front, it just says, "Watch us grow."
Well, it'll have to have you know what it needs? It needs like Velcro flap in the back so you can just
yes,
the flap.
Shit on that. I mean, we've all heard the past couple episodes I did. So I'm a big Coquito guy. You know what I'm not a big. You know what I'm not a big guy of? Dairy and alcohol. So I drank Coquito 2 weekends, and I mean, I drank a lot of it, and I drank a lot of other stuff, and I get that dairy and that liquor in my stomach, and it just, you know,
yeah.
I should be a guy that doesn't trust a lot of things, and of all things I trusted was a couple farts, and
you were done.
Yeah, I was done, man. I ruined a couple of $30 pair of underwear. But what am I smoking? Oh, I mean, it washed out, but my wife made me wash them myself. So, and I had to scrub it in the fucking wash tub before I could fucking put it into the actual washer. What am I smoking? Well, out of my Peter James case, not a big deal. He still has these available. He still has these available on the site. I mean, when I start flopping my shit around, I like nice underwear, so I like to hold what I'm swinging around in a nice case. I'm smoking the Dissident Block.
Oh, classic. Wow, look at you.
Classic. Let me pull this out. What I'm drinking is, I don't know if it's surprising or not surprising, but I got a Jose Cuervo Margarita Classic in a can.
Wow.
In a can. So pre-mixed margarita.
I don't think I've had those.
Dude, it's amazing for summer. I don't know. I've been celebrating on a lot of different liquors and stuff. I was like, you know what? I need a fucking change in my life.
I'm boring. I'm drinking a little Weller Antique. That's
not
hitting. Yeah, bourbon action. Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, this is the weather for it. You know, wintertime, colder, cooler nights, a little bit chilly. You know, how good is a bourbon then, right?
It's perfect, man. Especially when it's cold out. Although today's not too bad here. Maybe it's 35-ish. It's melting a little bit. But we're in the winter, so we're used to it up here in the Northeast. I'm not as bad as where you are probably, but not far away.
We've had probably 1.5 feet of snow so far out of like 3 or 4 snowfalls. It's all melted. There's a pretty funny video of me out there on the internet slipping and falling on my back porch on the ice. I'm still trying to get the footage a week later at work. And if it's going to be cold, give me all the snow in the world. Please, just give me the snow. If it's going to be cold, give me the snow. Number one, it covers up the ice. Number two, even if you fall and slip on the ice, you're going to land on snow. It's not going to hurt as bad.
It's true.
And it's fun just to fucking drive in. It's too cold to do anything else outside, so fucking put snow there and at least make it look nice and fun to drive on. Oh, also quick update, since COVID's been fucking us. We're supposed to do the Sir Louis Rebar just little golf day.
Oh, we got to do that, bro. Overdue.
I recently, over the past 2 weeks, just upgraded my my fairway wood game in my hybrid game. Ooh. So I went TaylorMade.
Ooh, look at you.
Stiff shaft. I did the M4 for the 3-wood, the 5-wood, the hybrid. I went Sim 2.
Whoa.
I've never had a stiff shaft. I should run stiff shaft clubs.
Yeah.
I don't. So I hit those clubs like an absolute idiot. Like I literally, okay, let's hit it at half your power just so it goes straight.
Right.
So I am, dude, I am jacked right now to get out.
Now, do you use like simulators and shit in the winter? Are you one of those guys or no?
Maybe 2, 3 times in the winter, and that's
Okay.
it. I
Yeah.
just I hate putting on them. And I mean, I
Yeah.
know it doesn't count, but it's like, okay, I can hit a ball forward, but like
Right.
putting is what you always got to work on. But I mean, you could like years ago before the rebar was
Unnatural.
actually rebar,
Yeah.
I had a putting course back here,
Okay.
and it was before I was golfing again. And it's just I don't know putt. I'm looking at putters now. How are putters worth the same amount as a driver?
I know.
It's absolutely crazy. How long have you been golfing for?
Not that long. I probably maybe like 7 years. I started way late. And the only reason I started golfing, I used to make fun of people that golfed. I said that that's like the most, like a lot of non-golfers do. I was like, that's the biggest waste of time, land, and money known to man, which is also still correct.
Well, how much development could you put on that?
Yeah, I mean, but I enjoy it. I mean, my club where I belong, Grey Horse, is a beautiful course. And when I joined there, when it opened, I think maybe it's 7 years now. Originally, I didn't join as a golf member, and then it's such a beautiful place, and the course is so amazing. And I was like, maybe I should really look into golfing a little bit more seriously. So then I got into it a little bit more seriously. I mean, I'll never be a very good golfer. I mean, I can hold my own depending on the day with most people, but Matt, who works for me, he's a 4 handicap. I mean, this fucking guy's unbelievable. It's just he travels all around the world going these, he collects the pencils from all these golf courses. I mean, he's a serious golfer. I'm never going to be like that. Forget about it. But I go out, have a good time. I golf sometimes by myself. I enjoy it. I actually say I go out to smoke cigars, and golfing is the side component. I'm actually golfing, but I'm really there to smoke cigars. Yeah. And so I have a good time with it. And then, of course, with friends, it's always it's a different game. It's all about having fun. So
at the same time, it's so aggressive though. You got a little side bet going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't hit it. Oh yeah. Okay. Boom. So
exactly
what you're saying to me is the same things that Peter James said to me. I'm not going to say his real name, but we're going to call him Peter James.
Okay.
So the same things he's telling me. He's like, yeah,
come up. Is that his porn name too, or no?
It very well could be. he makes fragrances, coffee, and cigars. And
wow.
So I mean, he's got it covered as far as the bases go of wanting to lay anything down. Scent wise, he's got it down. Come on up here. I'm going to get us on this really nice course. And I'm Googling it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm showing it to all these other golfers at work. And they're like, what the fuck, dude? How are you playing there? I'm like, And I get there. He's like, dude, I only golf a couple times a year. I want to say at least how it looked, probably the first fucking 20 years of his life, all he did was golf.
Wow.
We get out there and I'm using a driver, right? I'm fucking very confident driver. I'm like, okay, it's 430 yard par 4. Okay, no problem. I'll drive her. Then I'll lay up with a 9-iron. No problem. He goes fucking 3-iron. Out drives me, which wow. I thought I was pretty confident in my drive, and it's like nothing. He's like, oh, that was I dropped my shoulder a little too much and that and this. And I'm like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
And I love guys like that.
We're playing, and I mean, I honestly believe the guy that he probably played better 100%. 100%, and he's probably looking down on himself like, man, last time I played here,
right.
And then I chipped in from 60 feet out.
Wow.
And then I chipped in on 60 feet out. Boom. But it's always, I mean, not to make it a fucking golf episode. Do you ever show up to play around and then they pair you up with somebody else?
Oh yeah, it's happened. I don't generally like it, but I've had some good times that I've paired up with some older gentlemen, and it can be fun. I mean, for the most part, I would say I don't like doing that, but
they always tell you. They always tell you
just go out alone. Yeah.
Oh, that's where it's at then. But yeah, anytime you get paired up, these people they're looking at you. They're looking at how you're dressed. They're looking at your clubs. You're looking at their clubs. You're looking at how they're dressed, and it's like, can I beat this guy? Can I fucking beat this guy? and then they ask you, oh, how often do you play? And you're like, don't say how much you actually play, but be modest about it. But you're like,
right,
2 times a week. I don't get out that much. I'm I'm always busy. I'm always distracted. And then you ask them, and they always fucking say, dude, literally, it's just a fucking golf answer. It's my third round this year, blah blah blah, this and that, and then you get everybody's up on the tee block on the first fucking hole, and that's literally probably what it's like getting a Grammy award. So fucking nerve wrack. Like it's just like you of all the times you cannot fuck up on the tee box, it's this time.
Right.
You could golf with your buddies and fuck up, boom. It doesn't matter. With these people, you're like, I just told them this, but like they're looking at my clubs, they're looking at my golf bag, how I'm dressed. Like that's a number one judging moment.
It is.
You have kids?
Judging the golf course.
You have kids?
I do, yeah. Boy and a girl. Yep.
Okay. So when your girl gets old enough, you know, her boyfriend says, "Oh, yeah, he golfs? Yeah, let's go to the fucking first tee box here." now let me stare down you. Let me look at you. Let me see how you feel now, right? Yeah. What's up now? And he knows if he fucks it up, he's like, I'm not good enough for his daughter.
Right. I'm not going to be welcome in his family.
Even if he hits a sick drive, you then get up there and outdrive him, and he's like, I'm still not good enough. No matter, he's like, I'm fucked. I'm fucked if I do. I'm fucked if I don't. It's like I got to roll an ankle walking up to the fucking tee box.
And he can't outplay you too much either, because then you're not going to like him. So it's like he can't like completely shit the bed, because then you're going to be like, this kid's terrible. He can't outdrive. He can't like outplay you really. I mean, he could beat you, but you know, can't bury you. So yeah, it's an interesting thing.
I play with my father-in-law probably once a month in the golf season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, you know, he started with me when I played golf from 9 years old to like 14. Stopped till I was 30. Picked it back up at 30 completely. Yeah, I did golf lessons and everything when I was younger. I was a membership at a fucking small fucking course in our fucking town, this and that, you know, played every day. Forgot everything I fucking ever knew.
And then you discovered pussy, and then golf went in the closet for a little while.
Pussy and liquor and just, you know, being I was like a late teen that could fucking have a beard, no problem. Then I became 19 and I could do fucking cool things with it. Oh, look at that fucking burn on that.
And I'm not a big ash guy. So I hate fucking long ashes, because this is going to fall pretty soon on me. I can just feel it. But it's pretty good.
Right on the pants. Right on the pants.
Exactly.
But I don't even remember what I was getting at. But it's just, I don't know. I'm golfing with him and I'm like, okay, you got to play good. You got to at least play a fucking couple holes really good, right?
Right.
And then, you know, okay, this hole, like, yeah, this is my fucking hole. You know what? Let me throttle it back a little bit. I'll throttle it back a little bit. At the end of it, you're like, oh, dude, it gets tough. It's like 15th, 16th hole, you're riding up. You're like, yeah, you know what? All right, let's fucking really dial it back. And then he starts giving you tips.
Right.
It's just like, oh, yeah, okay. Take it. You got to take it all in. Take it all in. You can't argue it. Just fucking, it's just, oh.
Honestly, that's like the most annoying thing when you golf with people, especially if they're not like friends of yours, like really close friends that you can tell them to fuck off. But like people that are like, yeah, oh, bro, you dropped your shoulder a little bit. You lifted your head. You lifted your head. Of course I lifted my head. I'm looking for the ball, you asshole. Yeah. It's that lifting your head thing when people start fucking fixating on that. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to. I get it. But like, can you just shut the fuck up? Like, let me golf. Like
how I want to play, how I can swing the ball.
Right. Like,
and it's, everybody.
Yeah.
What I do, I could probably hit it a lot further had I did fucking 3 years of lessons now. But I fucking could still outdrive anybody in my group. And I have a fucked up stance and I'm not fucking bringing the club back all the way. You know what I mean?
Who cares?
So I golf with the wife and I'll go all out when I'm with the wife. I'm fucking all out.
Yeah.
And I'm asking her, what'd you get on that hole? Because I'm marking down a fucking par. I'm marking down a fucking, what'd you get on that hole? She's, you fucking know. You know. And so then we'll golf with her parents, both of them. So it's a fucking foursome we're out there golfing with. And I'm fucking throttling it now. I'm fucking, dude, I am foot fucking down. Like, I'm not holding back because now your mom's here golfing. I'm here with my wife, and I don't want to, like, I'm bigger than your dad now. What's up? You know what I mean? So I fucking put it down. Dude, I put it down. I get driving and fucking swinging my irons. Her mom's like, woo, 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 fucking like, explosion. Fucking yelling shit like that when I'm hitting, and I'm fucking looking at my wife like, fucking tell her, like, that's fucking annoying as I'm swinging, as I'm trying to do a full follow through. As soon as I make contact, I'm like, but yeah, it's just, Or then you get
Yeah,
paired up with a fucking really drunk guy.
you really need like your core group of people. Otherwise, it's
100%.
it's just yeah, it's so fucking annoying. Otherwise, it really is.
This first year in the summer, I fucking developed a golf team. It's me and 3 other guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, very, very intricate group of guys. Everybody's really unique. Yeah,
That's
and
fun, man.
best time golfing with those guys. You know, nobody ever plays the exact same each fucking round you guys play.
Right.
This guy, oh fuck, you had a fuck great round, blah blah. But then he's got the worst round the next time you guys fucking play. But then there's
Right.
always that one guy that's got the worst round.
Yeah, that's usually me. It's usually me like 75% of the time, because here's what happens with me. I'll have days where like I could start out really, really well, start birdieing stuff, having like beautiful putts, good drives, and then like something just happens. I don't even know what happens, but it's just everything just falls apart. Very rarely,
so
like
frustrating.
I'm like a great nine hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just, dude, it's a fucking rattling. So I just spent $600 on 2 fucking fairway woods, and I'm just like, this is at least I'm getting back at least maybe 3 strokes around. Wow. I'll get if I shaved. So you know what? If I do this and it is a difference, I mean, if not, I'm out $600, but whatever. My clubs were fucking 8 years old, and for somebody that's a fucking 16-year-old boy, not a 36-year-old man swinging the club, right?
Right.
So I'm, whatever, win-win. In my golf team, we got a chat. We all shared them there. And they're like, dude, this is what's going to do it for you. And I was like, I'm not 100% confident. I know I needed new ones.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it. You know what? Pull the trigger. Like, yeah, pull the fucking trigger. How's so far the start of last year to the start of this year so far? You know what I mean? Do you feel like a actual significant change in the the cigar market, the cigar game, shit like that?
Oh yeah, everything has changed. I mean, my business is still very new, so we're only a couple years old. So like we're growing so fast and continue to grow, and we have so much. I mean, compared to, I don't even know what last year was like. In the back of my mind, I'd have to really dig deep, but the amount of the amount of cigars we sell, number one, is a lot more, and just the amount of amazing brands that we carry and the projects that we have in the pipeline for 2022 is crazy. And we're going to launch our website finally in 2022. We've been waiting on all kinds of things. Because I'm in Massachusetts, so we have a really high tobacco tax. So it took me 10 months to get a distributor's license through the state of Massachusetts, which is a separate tobacco license that allows me to be a distributor of tobacco, where I don't have to pay the excise tax on stuff that we ship outside of the state of Massachusetts. So that's something we've been working on for 10 months. It took to get the license. So so the website is all going to be based through this new business, our distribution company. It'll all be Sir Louis Cigars on the face of the consumer, but it's all this back end bullshit. Once it becomes a business, like you have to figure all this stuff out and how to be profitable and competitive in the market. And so that was a lot of stuff. I also took over my entire building. So now Sir Louis Cigars occupies the entire building, upstairs and downstairs. So we had that whole remodel to do last year, which was a lot of work. A lot of money, and just a lot of time. So with all that stuff, so 2022, I think is going to be amazing for us, that we'll be able to just get a lot more of that stuff that nobody really sees. We won't be spending time on that, because it's already done. So all the fun, cool shit. This year is going to be a great year, man. It's going to be insane for us. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
that's really cool. I mean, I think we've known each other 2 years.
Yeah, two and a half.
Yeah, I'd say 2.5. And it's been crazy. Even I've been off fucking Instagram now for I think a fucking year and a half, right? Wow. Shout out to my team, Tim MC and Jersey Nick, that run the account, and they create all the stuff. But just watching you grow from when I first met you to boom, where it went off, dude, it is. And then hearing that, and then people. People hit like, oh, dude, I finally hit up Sir Louis, man, fucking crazy. Like, yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, like, dude, I fucking told you, like,
I love it. You know, man, I love this industry. It's the best thing I ever did. My wife says to me, you know, I spend the majority of my time, you know, in this business now because I own a couple other companies, and this is the one that I really enjoy doing, and it's really the future for me as far as my working life goes. It's all going to be Sir Louis Cigars from here on out until I retire. And my wife is like, "You're so much happier. Like you just seem less stressed because it's not super stressful. I mean, at least to me, it's not. I mean, compared to the other businesses that I've run and owned for so many years, it's like this is pretty simple. I mean, look, we're finding great cigars and we're getting them and providing them to our customers, giving them great service. And I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, to me, I mean, at least it seems simple to me. But I'm sure there's other retailers that would probably disagree with me. But to me, I just have so much fun doing it, and I don't get stressed out.
I mean, at the same time, dude, they should fucking reevaluate their fucking situation then and why they think it's stressful, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, part of it, I've talked about this before in my lives, and a lot of people probably know this, but like, I don't do this for the money. Like, I don't take a paycheck from this. I haven't taken a paycheck from any of my businesses in almost 3 years, and I'm very fortunate. I'm not here to brag about it, but like, I've done well. I've made good investments and worked really fucking hard since I was 18 years old. And, now I'm at the point where I can just do what I want and love it. And it's not like I have to worry about paying my mortgage or where the bills are, where the next meal is coming from. I'm very fortunate. So that makes a difference for me that I don't have that stress that I think a lot of people, the cigar business as a cigar retailer, a lot of people fantasize about it, but I'll tell you what, it is not a super lucrative thing. I mean, it can be if you create a really big business out of it, but most mom and pop shops, I mean, they're not doing it for the money either, and thank God, because they don't make any. I mean, it's just it's not a great way to get rich. I mean, that's for sure. But I love it, and for me, it's a challenge every day. The reason I love doing it is it's just a challenge for me to see what I can do with this cigar business, and it's all new to me. Like, I had zero retail experience. I had zero cigar industry experience. Had no contacts. Like, literally just fucking pulled it out of the woodwork and was like, oh, I guess I'm going to start selling cigars. And it just kind of snowballed, man. It's really bizarre. But
I will swear by you for the rest of my life, because our one mutual friend, Paul, doubled down.
Yeah.
If this fucking guy just talks highly about somebody, there's maybe fucking 4 people. I mean, this guy could fucking hold up 4 fingers to people he talks fucking highly about. One of them is this fucking buddy Mario.
I love Mario too.
Yeah, it's Mario, Donald Trump, fucking Donald Trump, and maybe fucking you're on there like so. Yeah, there's one other person next to you in that fucking lineup, and
you're probably right.
I swear to fucking God, if he were to get remarried now, and I would ask him, you, and Trump, and fucking Mario would probably be standing up there.
Yeah, I love Paul, man. He's an awesome dude, man. He really is, and that guy, I mean, the stuff that he does on Instagram, that guy's content, cigar content, and he gets crazy, he gets off the rails with the political stuff, and I know he really takes it to heart, and I'm glad he does, man. And I love people that look. I love this fucking country. I mean, and there's a lot of weird shit going on in this whole world. Doesn't matter what country you're in, but yeah, there's some weird shit going on. But yeah, he loves this country, and I love Paul, man. He's a great fucking dude.
Here's how I look at it, right? And like, it's literally started happening to me over the last couple of weeks. Like, he's saying what he loves, and that's his opinion. Right. How people then see that and then start criticizing it. No, that's just his opinion. Like, he's that passionate about it. If you're that passionate about that, you took offense to that, will you be passionate about what you're passionate about then? Whether it's fucking political view, fucking whatever. You know what I mean? Just, he's not asking you to fucking criticize him. He's just speaking a passionate thought.
It's a tough situation, man. I mean, this country is so divisive, and has gotten very, very divisive. And there's people on both sides that they just don't like each other. I mean, and it's really unfortunate. I mean, I guess it probably is that way, probably in a lot of places in the world, but this country especially was never really that divisive. And I don't know, man. I keep hoping we're going to find somebody that can really unite people as Americans and as fucking human beings. I mean, at the end of the day, this world has become so flat with technology and, the internet and everything else. I mean, I have customers in 75 countries. I mean, that's ridiculous. And, it's just, we have to start realizing as human beings, yeah, we might have different cultures and different beliefs and opinions because we grew up differently, but we're all in the same fucking boat here, man. What is going on?
To
And
the
it's
end of the
like,
day, it's fucking. It's
yeah,
you like coffee. I like tea. Whatever. We still like fucking
right,
caffeinated beverages. Like,
right. I mean, it's
yeah, it's
just, I don't know, man. It's fucked up.
what is it?
Really is.
Political discourse. Is that the word? Yeah,
Hmm.
political. Yeah, that's what the world needs more of. But I mean, at the same time,
Well,
it's not
people,
fucking. It's not ready for it.
people get people get butthurt over everything today too, and I'm sure Canada's very similar to the U.S. But like, the U.S. has gotten so butthurt over everything. Nobody can have a true opinion anymore about anything, especially if it's controversial in any way. If it goes against the mainstream, nobody likes it. And it's like you said. I mean, it's just sharing his opinion. Why do you got to jump down his throat? I mean, who cares? You
Yeah,
don't agree, then just move on. Who cares?
that's literally his opinion on his fucking
Right.
page. If you don't
Yeah.
like his opinion, that's probably not the first post you know about his opinion on that. If that offends you, then why are you following him? But then,
Right.
well said. If you don't agree with it, you don't need to fucking say nothing. You're not going to change this man's opinion on on
Never.
social media. You're going to be like, oh,
No.
fucking Billie Jean 322 fucking just commented this. You know what? I'm going to take all this in and I'm literally going to fucking just take this to bed and fucking, you know what? Oh, now I'm this now. Oh, this guy changed my, like, it's,
Well,
and I mean,
one of
it's
the
a
things
vice versa thing too, right? It's,
yeah.
he's not going out there with the intention of trying to fuck, like, he's converting people like a Jehovah's Witness, you know what I mean? Knocking on door, like, it's just
Right.
like,
You know what's an interesting phenomenon, because we see it, I think, culturally, and I think it existed all the time, but I think it's really a big deal. It's really prevalent now in society. Is, I'll give you an example. I play Fortnite with my son, right? So my son's 10, he'll be 11. He loves Fortnite. And I love playing with him. I'm terrible at it, but like, he's great, of course, because he plays, a lot, and he's a kid. He's got, I'm fucking 44 years old. My reaction time sucks. He's like, "Why are you so slow?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm old, man. Leave me alone." But like, he kicks my ass, and we play duos in Fortnite where we'll fight against, other people, whatever. And then we'll get to the end, and then he'll be like, "Oh my God, the guy's a hacker. We're shooting him and he doesn't die." And then the guy finally kills you. And then he's like, he's all mad. And he's like, "Why would somebody hack?" He's like, "It's not a real win. They're cheating." And I'm like, "But here's what you got to understand. Some people would enjoy making you lose more than them winning. And that is a phenomenon that exists. That is an awful way to live life. But a lot of people live this way. They get more joy from making somebody else lose than they do winning, because they probably don't win a lot, or they don't know how. And that's the only way that they can find joy. And, it happens, like you said, on social media. I mean, our
have to
account
be superior. They have to come across superior. And it's, I have to look down at you. You don't look down on me. And it's just,
right.
And I mean, that should exist with, like, literally anything in any industry, and in fucking anything it exists, which is absolutely too many people. And I tell guys this at work. They'll come into my office, fucking talk to them. I'm like, why the fuck are you worrying about him? Like, why are you worrying about him? Like, stop worrying about other fucking people. Do your own fucking thing. Have your way. But, like, don't worry about other fucking people.
Right.
When you worry about other people, now all your energy and everything else is fucking shifted. It's now shifted. And now you're just worried about this. You're not focusing on what you already have, how you could better this. Well, I just want to worry about this. I want to worry about, I'm like, why the, and I came from the union environment. A lot of these guys they're all still in the union. I'm out of the union. I tell these guys, you want me to call this guy in here right now because you're fucking slurring his fucking his name around here?
Right.
I'm like, that's fucking crazy. I'm like, he's fucking 100 feet away from you. Let's get him in here and see what he says about this when you say his name. Well, I'm not going to say it in front of him.
Well, and I think if you look at technology and, people, we all know about the keyboard tough guy phenomenon. And on social media, I mean, it's huge. And as a business owner, I see it. Other retailers attack my shop. They don't like that we've had success in a short period of time. They don't like that I have people that, like my brand, and they get butthurt and they get mad. And
I've parted ways with the sponsor because of that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
It's never been fucking truly cleared up, but yeah, I mean,
it's weird. And, we have them, they've been attacking our account on Instagram for the last year and a half. So they report stuff that's not anything to report. We're allowed to promote cigars on Instagram, and having a retail business, we're allowed to promote that. And unfortunately, there's just the same phenomenon I was telling you about. There's people out there that can't win, so they'd rather just focus on making somebody else lose, which is too bad. But you know, that's the world we live in. The technology has changed, and I was telling my wife the other day that it's no different than 200 years ago. If somebody opened a shop, in the next town over, and they were taking away sales from you, or they were doing a better job than you were, you would just pay somebody to burn the fucking shop down. Now there's literal cyber warfare that happens, and that's just the nature of the beast if you're going to be in the cyber world as a business owner. So it's kind of weird. I know Pravada deals with it too. The Pravada Club is dealing with the same type of shit where they've got people hammering on their account and their website. So it's unfortunate, but you're always going to have cowards that do that stuff, man. It's just it's a weird thing.
It's the fucking mentality, and I thought of it with my fucking dick in my hand out there because I've been fucking swinging it. I've been swinging it around. Believe you me. If I can't win, nobody's gonna win on my behalf.
Right.
And it's if I'm not doing well, I got to put down all these people now and try to fuck up what they have instead of focusing on why am I not winning.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just...
people. Look, we've all met people, take the business part out of it. We've all met people, as human beings that just are those miserable people, whether it's at the holidays or you're hanging out with friends. There's always that one asshole that always wants to bring the whole vibe down and wants to be Debbie Downer. That's just the mentality.
I can't have that good of a time here.
Right. They always got to down everything. But, I tell people all the time, if you want happiness and you want success in life, you have to train your way of thinking about the world a different way, because our perception is nothing else than what we make it. It's like we create this world that we live in, and if you create this world of stress and anger and jealousy, then you're going to live that life. But you can live a happy, successful life if you train yourself to just be that way. It's not fucking difficult to do. So, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you're a product of what you create, and you're a product of the environment you put yourself in. 100%. And I mean, if you're surrounding yourself with that, well, that's what you're gonna get. If that's your attitude, well, this is what you're gonna get. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me ask you this: how have you been doing with cigars? You're up in Canada. You can't go over. When's the last time you've been to Buffalo? How long?
So, in October, I do Rebartober here.
Okay.
A bunch of my New York buddies they did a COVID test, came down here because the border was open when COVID was good worldwide. Yep. And they picked up all my fucking mail.
Oh, good.
Came down here, boom. I was like, you guys don't have to do it, but I mean, I've had shit sitting here for fucking 2 years.
Unreal.
Boom, they grabbed it, and I was just like, not being on, social media, I was like, what the fuck? Like, cigars I've never even seen before.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm Googling, and I was just like, damn, you know what? Like, I had a shit ton sitting there from you.
Yeah.
A couple other people, co-host Herfhead sent me down a bunch of cigars too.
Yep.
And I was able to cross. It was first weekend in December. The border was open. If you were fully vaccinated, I'm fully vaccinated. I didn't need a test going in or coming home. I went over to my, literally my best friend, fucking G-Race's house in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Threw down I got there at 10:30 in the morning. I went to bed at about 5:30 in the morning. No drugs. Just, just, you don't want to fucking fall asleep because we just been sleeping for fucking 2 years. Dude, went down there, fucking threw down. Left my wife's wings at their place. Where it was my place, his place, fucking 30 minutes with the border in the way. So my wife was like, I want to bring wings. I want you to bring wings back. My wife's not vaccinated. So let's imagine this. Let's imagine this marriage now. I'm fully vaccinated, booster and all. My wife, nothing. I want this. I was like, yeah, no problem. Got all this shit. Wings I left inside. Her fucking beer with the Bills logos on it and shit like that. I left outside and in the garage, and yeah. But yeah, dude, I went down there. I mean, I could have been a lot more effective, like 100% more effective. It literally, I just went down there like I was. Fuck. Like, what, you watch hockey?
A little bit, yeah.
I won the fucking Stanley Cup and Super Bowl at the same fucking time. And the fucking Masters, you know what I mean? I had a green jacket on. And I had a fucking shit ton of wings. I had a shit ton of everything she wanted me to bring back. But that was, last time I was in Buffalo. Now,
I hope that this Omicron, I think, is gonna maybe spread, like it's spreading so much. I think we're going to see, hopefully, that the COVID nonsense will start to like disappear a little bit, and people
It's
can
going
get
to
back
choke
to
itself out.
Yeah, I hope so.
And then, yeah, because it's well, I mean, Omicron, whatever the hell, Moricron, whatever. It's getting less and less powerful now.
Right.
Less and less power. And then now, like, and probably, fuck, I'm not a fucking doctor or a fucking scientist or a fucking whatever. I mean, theoretically, with how they're predicting it, in fucking 2-3 months now, it's going to be just, oh, you have a cold.
Right.
You have the modern day cold now. Right?
Fuck, I hope so.
I mean, how awkward is that conversation? I don't know if you're fully vaccinated or not vaccinated or unvaccinated or fucking partially vaccinated. We could be fucking spreading it right now through this. But yeah,
that's all. The Chinese aren't that good. Come on, man.
Say no more.
Give them like 5 or 10 more years, then they could figure it out.
Yeah. Fucking now it's not happening because of how bad we locked our fucking countries, or how good we locked our countries up.
It's crazy, man. I mean, you know what the crazy thing is with this whole shit? I mean, everyone's lives have been like completely put on hold, like you said, been fucking hibernating for 2 years. And then, you know, the crazy thing is like the economies are so fucked up. I don't know how it is in Canada, but you know, here in Massachusetts, my wife says she'll go to the store and she'll be like, oh, I couldn't find this. I couldn't get you this. They don't have it. Like, I don't go to the grocery store. I hate it. It's like one of the least fun things for me. I haven't been in years. And
me and you both. I'll go to the butcher shop, and that's it.
The
butcher shop don't have it. Sorry, you got to go.
Yeah, that's as bad as like going to Sephora or something. You know what I mean? It's like I got no interest in going to either one of those fucking places. But my wife will come back from the grocery store. She'll be like, "Yeah, they still don't have XYZ," and I'm like, "What the fuck is?" I've been on this earth for this long. What is going on? But like, you know,
but the crazy shit is that some people have it.
Yeah.
Why do they have it, but we don't have it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because nobody ever fully ran out. So when the fucking toilet paper crisis was going on, dude, my wife was like, it's literally sitting everywhere. Like, we'll go to Costco, we'll go to fucking this grocery store, and she's like, it's everywhere. But United States, it's out of fucking toilet paper. And I mean, people were buying it like fucking crazy in Canada. Like, you know, my wife would tell me, she's like, I came home and I just seen a shopping cart full of toilet paper. She's like, as I took the fucking last 2 off, just to last us fucking 3 months, somebody put fucking stock.
It's crazy.
And nobody was lined up on either end of it to fucking get it.
I don't know how it is in Canada, but cars is another thing. Like every fucking car.
Cars are fucked right now. So the only reason why I'm thinking about getting rid of my Jeep, I got a fucking exhaust leak right at the manifold.
Yeah.
It's got 160,000 miles on it right now.
Yeah.
Still fucking mint condition, other than those 2 things. They're like, we'll give you 12 for it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, okay, but when, you know, this is what I want. Oh, well, we're going to have to build it, and it's going to be, you know, I'm 9 months behind now waiting for a vehicle. I have a car. It's got low pro tires on it, and it's just low to the ground. And I if it's fucking cold rain, I can't drive it out on the road.
Right. It's crazy.
I also just described a 2007 Kia Magentas fully loaded, by the way, with 18s with low pro tires.
He's got spinners on it.
But yeah, I mean, and I drive my Jeep right now is a beast. If it's in first gear and you can hear it fucking. I was like, that sounds good.
Bad,
Till I'm going from a stoplight to a fucking stoplight, and I'm just like, fuck, this is annoying. And I'm just turning the fucking music up, like, holy fuck. But I mean, dude, I'm not fixing it. Like, I will hopefully ride it out until world gets more vehicles, and then just fucking trade it in, even if it's worth fucking $8,000. Yeah, no problem. Here, boom, take it. See ya.
Prices are crazy. It's absurd.
Oh, so our housing market flooded here because everybody from, you know, Toronto came from Toronto out here. So then it drove our market up.
Yep.
Vehicles, meat, certain things like that. I would say here, I say more of the boutique year of groceries sort of shot up. Gas is fucked here.
Crazy.
What are we? We are $1.40 a liter, and there's 3.3 liters in a gallon. So, yeah, that's crazy,
man. I know, it's the same here. It's absolutely crazy.
You know what? I know you got to be going. We talked about this earlier. You have a meeting. In
Yes.
5 years, in 5 years, where do you see Sir Louis Cigars?
Wow, 5 years, man. That's crazy. Who the hell knows, man?
What's your
Um,
plan with it? To where, like, you're driving it with the market, obviously, but like,
yeah, I mean,
where do
look,
you think
bro,
it's going to be?
I hope in 5 years we still have. I hope we still have cigars, man. To be honest, not to be a negative person, but if we're still having beautiful cigars like we have now in 5 years, I think we're fucking blessed beyond belief. I think, um, I think our shop will continue to grow. We got a lot of things. I'm actually doing a coffee line. I'm meeting with some guys on Monday, so we're doing Sir Louis coffee. I have a Sir Louis seltzer that's going to come out in the spring.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
somebody did send me that. You were
yeah.
at the brewery.
So I'm trying to
Oh
diversify into
shit.
different things, but cigars is what I love. I love coffee too, so I think the coffee will be great. I drink a lot of water personally, so I'm like, you know what? I want to do shit that I like and is fun, and those are fun businesses. So I hope that Sir Louis is is a brand that people go to for cigars, coffee. Who the fuck knows? 5 years. I mean, dude, I have no idea. I mean, I think by next year, I think 2023. I think we should be in a very interesting position as far as a retailer in this country. And I mean, I don't know, man. Obviously, I want to be the #1 fucking boutique cigar retailer. Period. I mean, that's.
I want to pitch you this now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mail it to myself right now just to fucking copyright it. Sir Louis energy drinks.
Ooh, I could get behind that.
It's cold. It's carbonated.
Yeah.
And it's got fucking whatever energy stuff you want to put in it. Dude, we can start putting like fucking like knockoff Viagra in it. Boom.
We could.
It's really not a bad idea.
Yeah, man. What I hope that we can do, and I see it in the cigar market. If we don't have the government in the U.S. really clamp down on cigars, I think that the demographic and growth in the cigar community is, I wouldn't say it's as crazy as it was in the late 90s, but it's getting there. And what I love about it is that the younger demographic, which is the majority of my customers, 25 to kind of 45, that sweet spot is really the majority of my customers. They love boutique cigars. They love craft beer. They love anything artisanal. People want to know who they're buying from. They want to know. They want unique stuff. They don't want to buy from big corporations, And I mean, I don't know. At some point, I think
that sounds like me buying weed.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's. I think at some point we'll see. I mean, the small business is tough. I mean, there's so many hurdles to get through, and even if you're a successful small business, you're nothing compared to these big, I call them the big conglomerates. Yeah, I mean, I tell guys all the time, like, I'm honored that people would buy their cigars and spend their money with my little shop versus, Cigar Aficionado or Famous or Corona Cigars and all these big companies. Some of them are good, some of them maybe aren't good, whatever, however you want to look at it. But me personally, as a consumer, I'd much rather give my money to somebody that's a small business that really, cares about their customer. I mean, I don't know. I just think that we've lost that as the world has gotten so big and everything, that people, used to buy from their local butcher shop, their local grocery store, their local tobacconist, their local whatever, and then the world just got crazy and
people lost themselves over 50 cents in convenience.
You're right.
That's what it is. Yeah. I mean, they're like, well, if I spend $10, I save 50 cents, but I'm going to spend $3 in gas getting there. Right. And people are trying to spend money, or majority of people want to spend money on something they think they're fucking saving on, but meanwhile, they're going out of their way for it and actually spending more money than what it is to save money.
And I think, I think that younger demographic that I talked about, that 25 to 45 kind of age group, gets it. I'm not saying there's not people in there that don't still, do that, but I think there's a lot of people, and especially when it comes to buying cigars, I think it's a luxury at the end of the day. Like I always say, cigars are a luxury that pretty much anybody can afford, right? I mean, it's not everybody, but just about everybody can afford.
There's a cigar for almost anybody out there.
Exactly.
On the market, don't be pissed. Be like, oh, this.
And look,
shit. Well, this is your profile, so obviously it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. A fucking cigar company that has a $20 cigar has a great fucking $6 cigar.
Right.
but they're only gonna have a couple. They're not gonna have a fucking full portfolio of fucking $6 cigars.
Well,
You
you know,
smoke a $4 cigar, you don't know any different. You smoke a $6 cigar, you're like, wow, that's great. But you smoke a bad $6 cigar, you're fucking pissed off.
yeah.
Because
But
now
one
you've
of the
wasted
things
$6.
I talk about, a lot of times with my customers, I do my lives and we talk about, prices on cigars, and I'm very transparent. And by the way, I think the reason a lot of people like buying from me is I just have a different approach as a retailer. Like, I'm not here to like blow smoke and mirrors and bullshit. I just tell it how it is. And I think a lot of people just like that. It's refreshing. And I think that's part of the reason some retailers don't like me is because I kind of lift that curtain back. It's like fucking Wizard of Oz. And it's like, I'll show people how it works. I mean, I don't care what's there to hide. But,
Yeah.
I think the thing is to think about with pricing with cigars is that a lot of people get fixated on the price of a cigar. And I look at it more as the experience. So like I'll say, all right, if you're going to smoke this cigar for an hour, hour and a half, and it costs you, $10, what can you do for $10 an hour that's enjoyable in this day and age? I mean, you go out to dinner at, Applebee's or Chili's or wherever you want to go, or
That's
even
a quarter of a
McDonald's.
lap. That's a quarter of a lap dance. It's a quarter of a lap
Yeah,
dance.
you're gonna go get a lap dance. It's gonna cost you fucking, for like you said, whatever. What is it? 2-3 songs? I don't know what it is, but like,
So I think it's. I seriously. I mean, I've been out of there for fucking 2 years now, but
right?
I think it's $40 like a song, or like it's $20 to
Yeah,
$40 a song, depending on obviously what's fucking
right.
what's the cigar in your ashtray.
So I like your analogy. How much would it cost to have a lap
Yeah.
dance for an hour compared to a cigar? Now, I'm not going to say a cigar is going to give you the same experience as a lap dance.
So
But-
like I do, break it down. You're playing. You play a new golf course. Oh, this round of golf's $100.
Perfect example.
Well, there's
Right.
18 holes here, so I'm paying $10 a hole. I could
Mhm.
spend fucking 45 minutes on a hole. I could
Right.
I could lose 4 golf balls at fucking $5 a golf ball.
Right.
I'm playing pro. If I'm playing pro, you know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And
why
that's what I
a
tell-
golf a round of golf is very deceiving.
It is.
Okay,
Sure it
this
is.
$100 to play here. I'll say average public course, $100.
Right. Yep.
My drinks. Am I
Mm.
bringing? I'll bring my own.
Mhm.
There's $20. I'll smoke a joint. Now we're at $30. I roll fat joints. Oh, you hit the fucking ninth. You hit the 10th hole up. Well, I got to buy a drink. You know what? Let me get a sausage at the clubhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
You're spending a ton of money, and that's why I tell guys and girls with cigars is like people get fixated on a $10, a $15, a $20 cigar.
pay to play. Pay to play.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, in the scheme of things, what can you do that's enjoyable? If you truly love cigars and you can enjoy a $10 or $20 cigar for an hour or 2 hours, that's cheap money, man. And compared to
100%.
all the other shit we buy and consume, as individuals. So I think it's just a training of the mindset, that people have to start thinking about it. And here's the other thing is prices are going up everywhere. I mean, every manufacturer from, every single one of them has sent me emails or called me or both telling me how much their cigars are going up, effective January. So
what's your steak? What do you eat for steak?
What do you mean? As far as my cut?
Yeah, what's your cut?
I mean,
what's your cut and how many ounces is your preferable?
I mean, look, if I'm really in the mood for a good steak, I love a porterhouse, T-bone, anything like that. I love any bone in or a tomahawk. Yeah, I mean, if I really want the best, that's what I want. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's go without tomahawk, just because tomahawk's so fucking big.
Yeah.
So let's go T-bone. T-bone's literally my all-time favorite fucking cut of steak. T-bone.
Me too. I love it.
What am I getting? So I'm gonna buy it on my own. I'm gonna pay, let's say good size T-bone, $25.
Mm-hmm.
I now have to come home. I have to get the barbecue going. I have to get. You're gonna consume a T-bone in half the amount of time that you're gonna smoke that same fucking cigar.
Oh fuck yeah!
At the end of the day, you're gonna eat that T-bone and go, "Oh, I want a fucking cigar now. Oh, how good a cigar would cigar be to finish this?" So now you've just doubled your spending.
Right. Or look at drinks. Like guys will go out and buy a beer or buy a glass, a cocktail, whatever they want, and it's like you consume that in fucking 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I mean, depending how fast you like to drink.
I could drink a fucking bottle of what you're drinking right now in probably fucking 4 hours tops. And maybe I've so now on top of that, now boom, you know what I mean? What is that? 2 cigars. Probably 2 cigars.
I know. It's crazy, bro. So something to think about.
But people will be like, people,
you know?
this bottle of bourbon right now, fucking $1,000. But it's like, dude, like, I mean,
yeah, bro.
A lot of people are everybody's worst enemy, and a lot of fucking worst enemies are their peers.
Yep. Yeah. Cigars are still inexpensive when you think of it in the objectively for something that you enjoy. If you really enjoy it, it's still not an expensive thing. So yeah, it's crazy, bro.
You know what? I know Hunter has to go. He's a man of business, and he's a fucking business man. You know what? Hit him up. Instagram at Sir Louis Cigars, at Sir Louis Cigars.hunter. Did I say it right?
Yeah, sir. So we've got our main account, Sir Louis Cigars. Definitely follow us there. We love it. That's the original account. But we gotta build up the Sir Louis Cigars.hunter because that's our backup account for when all these fuckers come down on us and we don't have Sir Louis Cigars anymore. Which will happen eventually, unfortunately. But
no. Be fucking. We gotta stay optimistic. Stay optimistic. And you know what? Look out in this year, 2022, Rebar and Sir Louis out on a golf course. I'm just saying.
Sir. And we'll have
be ready for it. Be prepared for it.
Our website is sirlouiscigars.com. It'll be launched this month in January, and we'll be able to use that Rebar code there too. So that's going to be fucking badass, brother.
Oh my God. I'm like fucking being. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Swing. I don't want to say swinging around. If you haven't swung it around, hit up the fucking man. Start fucking swinging it around. Whatever. Guy, girl. It don't matter the gender or whatever fucking direction you're going. And you know what? Look at this fucking. I'm gonna drop this next Friday. This is dropping now, just because. Yeah, we're flying that shit's fucking hot, dude. That's unreal. Amazing. You know what, guys? At Sir Louis Cigars, at Sir Louis Cigars.hunter. Be ready, Sir Louis Cigars.fucking.com. Until next time, Hunter. I'm glad we fucking finally linked up.
Let's do it, brother.